Okay, so good evening, everybody, and it's so good to have you again this week. Um, as you all know, every week, every Wednesday, 8 p.m., we always meet, as partners to encourage ourselves, to update ourselves, which is very important because there are certain things you might learn some month ago that might be outdated this month because with the way the world is moving, it's moving very, very fast. Technology is driving the world very, very fast. Okay. So every Wednesday, we have our mentorship session, partners mentorship session, where those who have become TIENS partners gather and then we learn, we share, we motivate ourselves, we encourage ourselves, and then we, give ourselves the direction because everything you want to achieve in science, somebody has achieved it, somebody has done it before, somebody has, attempted it before. So in mentorship sessions like this is where we learn what to do, what step to take, what direction to go in order for us to be able to achieve the success that we are looking for. There was a reason why you joined. Okay, there was something you saw the day you saw the presentation. Probably it's because of the money, probably it's because of the legacy you can build from here, probably it's because of the travel, probably it's because of the car. There's something you saw, and it could be because of health. Okay, so that thing, this mentorship session is one of the things, it's one of the sessions you attend for you to learn how exactly to achieve that your goal, the goal you set for yourself. Okay. So in that on that note, I say welcome to everybody listening right now. Now, if you are new, we say welcome to you. We always have new people joining in every week. Okay. So this mentorship session covers three areas in particular. We cover health. Sometimes we talk our topic, sometimes discuss about health. Sometimes our topic discuss about business, the TIENS business, what to do, probably like, how to make the money, how to calculate your bonus, how to build your network, the business in its core. And then sometimes we talk about personal development, how to develop you yourself because you are the driver. Okay. You cannot give what you don't have. You know, whatever you're going to achieve in this TIENS business is going to be relied on who you are, your mindset, your mentality, what you think, the thoughts going on in your head, your perception, your perspective to life, all of this. So sometimes we talk about health, sometimes we talk about the business at its core, and sometimes we talk about personal development. So for those who are joining new, I say a big welcome. Now, if you would like to, see some of the sessions we've had in the past, we have a YouTube channel where some of the sessions that we've had in the past have been uploaded. Once we are done with tonight's session, we'll send the YouTube link, the YouTube channel link to the group for you to be able to go through some of the sessions we've had in the past. All right. Okay. So with that being said, let's go into the meat of tonight's discussion. Okay. If you can see my screen, I need you to type one in the chat. Type one in the chat if you can see the screen. If you can see the screen, type one in the chat. One in the chat. That's good. All right. So as you can see on the screen, the core of what we're going to be discussing tonight is personal identity. So tonight we are more on personal development, how to achieve success in TIENS, who you have to become for you to succeed. There is a particular type of person that you need to become to succeed. There's a type of people that succeed in TIENS. There are people that succeed and there are people that don't succeed. Okay, in every endeavor in life, there are the people on the left and the people on the right. When you go to schools, university, tertiary institution, primary school, secondary schools, there are people who fail and there are people who succeed. There are people who pass, who graduate. There are some people who do not graduate. There are some people who are advised to withdraw. There are some people who drop out. There are some people who have carryovers upon carryovers. There are some people who have extra years, while there are some people who actually graduate in flying colors. Okay. So who do you have to be? So let's say if you're a student right now and you are going into a school, you have to ask, who do I need to become to be part of those who graduate, in flying colors. So as you've joined TIENS business as well, you have to ask yourself, who do I have to be in order for me to succeed? Because everything is relied on you. You are the driver. You can determine what you are going to take out from this TIENS business that you joined. Yes. you can determine what you are going to take out from this. Okay, TIENS on itself is neutral. It depends on how you make use of the opportunity. Just like money, money is neutral. Money is not evil. Money is not evil. It is what you do with money and the kind of relationship you have with money that determines whether money will be evil or money will be good. Money is not evil. There is nowhere that it was said that money is evil. If you have the mentality that money is evil, then you need to check that mentality right now. Money is not evil. It is the love of money that can be evil. So if you have, it is the relationship you have with money that will determine whether money is evil or not. Okay, the same text, the same source that said the love of money is the root of all evil also says money is important for the gospel. Okay. Okay, let me just mute some. Let me mute. Okay, everybody. All right. So money in itself, like as I was saying before the distraction, is neutral. It is what you do. You can use money to improve people's life. You can use money to extend some people's health. You can use money to, create a lot of things that that when you are gone, people will remember you, and you can build a legacy with money. That same money you can use it to destroy people's life. So money itself is neutral. Same as TIENS business that you are a partner right now. This partnership that you have, TIENS business is neutral. It is what you do with it that will determine the result you will get. If you just sign up this TIENS business, you sign up on that day, whether you join with as a silver partner or as a gold partner, and after that day you do nothing anymore, you don't attend mentorship session, everything that is required of you to do, you don't do it anymore. There's nothing that's going to be, you are not going to get anything out of it. You see, there's a mentality in Nigeria. Nigerians want to make money without doing anything. That is why they get scammed. There is nothing that you want to do that does not require effort, as long as you are going to get something out of it. And just want somewhere where they can keep their money, and it can keep on doing certain things for them, and it can keep on growing exponentially. Effort, if there is a scheme where you just put money and money is increasing, there are some people doing the work. Let me give you an example. People like to buy shares. Okay, an average person like to buy shares. Why? Because they just want to buy that shares, and the shares wants to keep on increasing. There are some people doing the work that makes you get dividend. Because when you buy shares in a company, the company has to make profit before dividend is being paid. Who are those that are behind the company making profit? The company will employ staffs, must have a manager, must have a director, must have a CEO, must have employees, people doing the work. They must have people selling the product that the company is selling, must have a lot of people. There are people doing that work that makes the money, that brings that profit. It's out of that profit that dividend is being paid. So there's nothing you want to do on earth that will bring money that effort is not required. Okay. So if you just sign up this TIENS business and you just keep it somewhere, you just keep your membership, just keep your partnership somewhere, it's not going to yield anything for you. Okay. So what do you have to do? Who do you have to become? Because who we become in the process of what we are looking for is more important than what we get. So who do you have to become in order for you to succeed in TIENS? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Are you ready? All right. Now I'll be starting with this story, and I really, really want you to pay attention. This story is very important. How many of you know Ralph Lauren? How many of you have heard that name? Ralph Lauren. If you've heard that name before, let me know in the chat. Ralph Lauren. How many of you have heard that name before? Ralph Lauren. Let me know in the chat if you've heard of that name before. Okay, one person. Okay, he's an icon in the fashion. Okay, another person, Mrs. Alimat. Okay, he's an icon in the fashion industry. Okay, if you know the clothes called polo, the ones in Nigeria we like to call polo, polo, polo. That T-shirt that usually have like a horse. Look at this man wearing it. This man, that's okay. Look at him here. That man on the far right side. Okay, can you see the T-shirt he's wearing? This T-shirt. Can you see a horse? A horse crest on the chest. Okay, that we call polo, 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 polo. Okay, have you seen that shirt before? Has anybody seen that shirt before, or do you have the shirt? Does anyone have the shirt? Let me know if you have the shirt or you've seen the shirt before. Yes, polo, 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 polo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is this man called Ralph Lauren that owns that company. Now, we're going to be talking about him tonight. He's the one that owns that company that makes that shirt. Polo in itself is actually a sport. This is the sport here. The same way we have football, we have tennis, we have basketball, we have, all this type of sports, Formula One. That same way we have a sport called polo. Polo is a sport where there are people playing a ball, but they're always riding a horse to play the ball. Can you see that man in the middle here? Okay, so it's a competition. So there's going to be some players on the right side, some players on the left side. They'll have a goalpost, I guess. So they ride on a horse to kick a ball. They're kicking a ball with a stick. They're kicking a ball with a stick. That's how the game is being played. So it's a sport. So how come the name of a sport, polo, becomes the name of this man's company? This is the man here. How come the name of a sport becomes the name of his fashion company? Now we'll talk about that. Please pay attention, and I'll link it back to exactly why I'm talking about all of this tonight. Now, Polo, Ralph Lauren, he became big in the fashion industry, but do you know that Ralph Lauren was not his name? For those of you who have heard of his name before, Ralph Lauren was not his real name. Okay? His real name was Ralph Lifshitz. Pay attention here. Ralph Lifshitz. That was his real name. Okay, here. Ralph Lifshitz. Now, when he had that dream, when he was growing up, he knew that for him to become big in the fashion world, he needed to change his identity. Remember, we're talking about personal identity tonight. He needed to change his identity. So what did he do? The first thing he discovered was that his name was not marketable. Ralph Lifshitz. They were even bullying him in school. His surname contains something called shit. So they bully him in school, like his shit, Lifshitz. Okay. So his name was not marketable. So he had to change his name from Ralph Lifshitz to Ralph Lauren. And that was inspired by his cousin. His cousin, changed his own surname to Lawrence. But he changed his own name to Lauren because he discovered that Lauren was more elastic. Lauren sounds elastic. Lauren sounds wealthy. He was going somewhere. Because at the end, he wanted to create a company that sells a product to the wealthy. So he had to identify with them. So that was the first thing he did. The second thing he did when he was graduating from high school, they call something yearbook. Yearbook is a book that contains the picture of everybody graduating from high school. High school is like secondary school here. Yeah. So it contains their picture and it contains their name and what their future ambition is. So his classmates in the yearbook were mentioning their future ambition. Some wanted to become a doctor, some wanted to become lawyers, architects, accountants, engineers. He just wrote that he wanted to become a millionaire. Pay attention. He changed his name to identify with the wealthy. His ambition was to become a millionaire. Okay. Then thirdly, when he now created his company, his fashion company, he intentionally named the company Polo. Why? You see that sports polo that I explained earlier on is played by the wealthy. Okay. There are some sports that are attached to the wealthy. That whenever you mention those sports, you know that it's for the wealthy. The first one, let me give you an example. The first one is polo. Polo is a sport played by the wealthy. You rarely find poor people playing polo. Another one is golf. You rarely find poor people playing golf. Another sport or hobby is what we call fencing. You can search that. Fencing is a game, it's a sport. It's being played with swords, kind of, a fancy sword like this. These are some of the sports that the wealthy plays. The president of United States of America loves golf. All this world, there are a lot of deals, there are a lot of contracts that are being sealed in the golf course. Okay. So, pay attention to the trajectory. So he named this company Polo, the brand, that fashion brand, that clothing brand, to identify with the wealthy, because polo was being played by wealthy people. What was he trying to do? He was trying to create a personal identity for himself, such that whenever you mention his name, whenever you mention Ralph Lauren, the first thing that comes to your mind is wealthy. The first thing that comes to your mind is status. The first thing that comes to your mind is class. The first thing that comes to your mind is expensive. The first thing that comes to your mind is luxury, identity. Remember, we're talking about personal identity. Who do you have to become to succeed in TIENS business? So you yourself, you need an identity shift. So many people will fail in this TIENS business because their identity cannot allow them succeed here. So the first thing you need to work on is perception. You might think highly of yourself, fine, but who do people see you as? Think about it. Who do people see you as? Because a lot of people struggle getting partners, not because there are not people available in the world or people available around, but because of your perception. Some people are known for Ponzi schemes. You've taken a lot of Ponzi schemes to a lot of people and they've burnt their hands. So whenever I take talking about TIENS, they just throw you somewhere. So people talk about things that don't move people forward. Some people are known about what they know them for is cursing. They like cursing. Some of you curse your country. You say, Nigeria cannot be good. Nigeria cannot be. As long as you are still in a country and that is where you're making your money, you don't curse the country where you're making money from. That's why when you go to America, no matter how bad the president in America is, when Americans wake up in the morning, what do they say? They say, God bless America. That's where you are still making your money. You are cursing. So if you are cursing where you are making your money, if you are cursing where you are running your business, it will bounce back and it will affect you. You don't curse where you are making your money. Maybe when you've left the country, or maybe you can start cursing the country. That's if you don't have any relatives here. You don't curse where you're making your money. You don't curse where you live. You don't curse your house. You don't curse your car. You don't say negative things to your car. You don't say negative things to things that you use. You don't say negative things to your phone. You don't say negative things to your environment. You have to always speak positive because your environment is a reflection of those who live in there. It bounces back. So, who do people see you as? You might think highly of yourself, but is that what people see you as? You need to do that audit. The second thing you need to shift when you want to adjust your identity is your association. What do people associate you with? That is why Polo had to name his brand Polo, so that Polo is associated with a luxury sport that is being played by the wealthy, because he wants to penetrate that market. What comes to people's mind when your name comes up? When they mention your name, what comes to people's mind? Are you a solution provider, or you are the one that is always catching? Are you the one that they don't always like you to ask questions in gathering because your questions will scatter everything? In church, they don't always like to call you into meetings. In mosque, they don't always like to call you into meetings. In family, they don't always like you to, because they know that you are just a scatterer. You always scatter things. You don't know how to ask questions. You don't know how to critique in a way that won't scatter things. You don't know how to communicate properly in such a way that it won't scatter things. Are you the one that is always seeing the problem in things? You've never seen anything good in anything. Whenever an idea is being brought to you, you're always seeing the bad things. You're always seeing the negative things. What if it fails? What if you don't get anybody that will sign up? What if you don't get partners? What if your partners don't have money? You're always seeing the negative, 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 negative. You don't see the positive. You don't see that when they say you need two partners. You don't see the other side that, okay, two partners. What if I get 10 partners? Your own is, what if I don't get any partners? You're always seeing the negative, negative. So people have already associated negativity with you. You're always the one seeing people's blame, pointing it out. Or are you a solution provider? Are you the type of person that when people come to you, you're always providing solutions for their problem? Even if you don't have solution, you have a way of soothing their wounds. Are you seen as a leader? Do people see you as a leader? Or do people just see you as a seller? You're just selling. So people have joined so many companies, just jumping from one company to the other, jumping from one company to the other, and they're in TIENS too now. In 1-2 months, they leave TIENS, you jump to another company. You're just jumping. The same people you went to with one company 3 months ago, you're coming back to them this month again with another company. You're just jumping. You've not settled down with a company to build. You're just jumping from one. So what do people associate your name with when your name comes up? Identity. These are the things that affects people. Okay. The third in legacy. What do people remember you for? What do people remember you for? The fourth, your presence. How do people feel in your presence and your absence? When you are there, how do people feel? When you are not there, how do people feel? Are you the type that when you are not available, they don't even miss you? They don't even know, they don't feel your impact. They're even happy that you're not there. Or you're the type that if you are not there, they know that they can't make a decision because you have a way, your presence has a way of bringing positivity. So you need to do an audit of yourself, identity, because there are people that the energy following them around is negative. So no matter how good the opportunity they join is, it is during their own turn things will collapse. It is when it gets to their own turn things don't work anymore. It's your energy, it's your frequency, and nobody can help you with that except you do it yourself. It depends on what you carry. Resentment, you're always hateful, you're always doubting, you're always critiquing negatively. You don't know how to constructively critique. You're always, lying. You're always procrastinating. You're always exaggerating. Like everything following is just on the other side, on the left side. It affects you. So you need an identity shift. These are the areas you need to work on: your perception, association, your legacy, and your presence. Are you with me? Are you with me? Let me know if you are with me. Good. It is really, really important. All right. Now, there's this thing called heuristic effect, and I'll talk about it briefly. On the group, I've written a post about it before on the group, but I'll just share this quick story. Some years back, when I wanted to start driving, so I had to go to a driving school. I was expecting a car. So I knew what the car looked like. I knew the color. I was expecting it to arrive. But before the car arrived, I needed to go learn how to drive from a driving school and get certified, get the driver's license, get everything. Okay. So while I was learning how to drive, you know, remember I was expecting the car. I just discovered that during the period when I was learning how to drive, I started seeing that my exact type of car, the model, the year, the color, everywhere. I started seeing if I turn left, I see somebody driving that type of car. If I turn right, I see somebody driving that type of car. In a day, I see that type of car at least once or twice. Like, what is happening? I was not thinking to myself, why is it that it is when I made up my mind to buy this car that I started seeing it everywhere? I was like, or is it because I wanted to buy this car? That's why everybody too is now buying the car. But I eventually realized something that's not the answer. People who were driving that car had already had that car even before I planned to buy that car. It's just that I've been seeing the car, but my mind has not been there. I've not been paying attention until when I made up my mind to buy that car. My mind is fixated because I was expecting that car. My mind was now fixated on that car. So it opened up. So I now started noticing these cars driving around. So these cars, as they've been around, people who own them have been driving them around. I've been seeing them, but my mind has not been on it. But because I'm now expecting, I'm now seeing that car. That's what we call the heuristic effect. So whatever you fix your mind on, it grows. So everything you fix your mind on grows. Whether the positive or the negative, they are both available. We have the yin and yang. We have the light and the darkness. Both are available. Yoruba will say TBT reladaye. Life contains both good and bad. They are all available. Evil and good are all available. It is whatever you fix your mind on that will multiply for you. So if you're always fixed on the negative, it won't work for me. What if I don't get partners? What if I can't pay for ad? What if I can't do this? What if this happened? What if the company collapses? What if this? What if they scam me? What if they run with my money? What if it will keep on multiplying for you one way or the other? And if you fix your mind on the positive, it will grow. That's heuristic effect. You can research it. It is scientifically proven. Heuristic effect exists. So whatever you fix your mind on, we grow. Whatever you feed grows. Whatever you starve dies. Okay? So what you feed grows. So whatever you see shapes you. What you hear influences you. What you study programs you. What you think becomes you. So what are you thinking? Are you thinking about your growth in TIENS business? Or you are thinking, oh, let me just play it safe in case something bad happens? Or you are thinking this is mine. This opportunity is for me, and I'll play it well. Now, there is something I really need to pay attention to when we're talking about the mindset. You see, this our mindset is very, 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 very corny. We have what we call the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind. Okay. And then we have what we call the conscious mind. We still have the critical mind. We have what we call the critical mind, but I'm not talking about that tonight. Okay. We have the critical mind. All right. So let's talk about this conscious mind and subconscious mind tonight. Your conscious mind is what you are using to listen to me right now. Your conscious mind, that's where you do calculation, you listen, you understand all of these stuffs. Okay. That's where you make decision. That's where you think you make decision. That's the logical mind. You see, this subconscious mind there is one that makes about 70, it determines 70% of your life. 70% of your life. Okay? Anything that can enter your subconscious mind will influence your conscious mind. There are a lot of things you think you like. You make a decision that tonight, this morning, I'm going to eat this so food. You are making that conscious decision, but it's being influenced by your subconscious mind. So if you really, really want to change your life, you need to get hold of the subconscious mind. Now, this is where I'm going. You see this subconscious mind that holds about 70%, that determines 70% of our life. When you are talking, when you are thinking, it's focus what you are thinking in your choice of words. You have to be careful. Else, you'll be feeding your subconscious mind negativity. What you say or what you think, when you say it out, your conscious mind interprets it and you understand what you are saying. But your subconscious mind might be giving it another interpretation. For example, if you say, I don't want to die. I hope you can see my screen. Let me know if you can. Just type 1 if you can see the screen. If you can see what I'm writing, just type 1, because this is very important. If this is the only thing you are taking out tonight, it is worth a lot. Okay? All right. Thank you. So you said this, you're making this statement maybe back to back in your head. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. To you, logically, this makes sense. What you are saying is that you don't want to die, right? But do you know that your subconscious mind most of the time focuses on the key word in your statement and in your thoughts? Let me ask you, what do you think is the key word in this statement? This statement, I don't want to die. Let me just sample your answers. What do you think is the key word in this statement? This statement, I don't want to die. What's the key word? The key word is die. Thank you very much, Mrs. Olaole, Mr. Gregory, Mr. Sebele. Thank you very much, Mr. Keria. The key word is die. That's what your subconscious mind focuses on. All of this one, trash. This one is for the subconscious mind. So it is wrong to talk if you are saying, I don't want to die, you are still talking in the negative. You are still thinking in the negative. You don't say, I don't want to die. Because if you say, I don't want to die, die is the key word, and that's what your subconscious mind focuses on. If you ask your subconscious mind, what did you just say? What you understand is die. And that's not what you want. So let me now ask you, esteemed partners, if you want to rephrase this statement or you want to rephrase this thought, how should you rephrase it in the positive? Let me see your answers in the chat. Thank you, Ms. Ebele. I want to live. Simple. Because when you say, I want to live, the key word in this statement is live. That's what your subconscious mind focuses on. So sometimes even when you are praying, some of you pray amiss. You pray amiss. You are praying in the negative. You are praying out of fear. And prayers don't get answered out of fear. There is the principle. Prayers get answered out of faith. There's nowhere your prayer gets answered out of fear. So most of the prayers you say is out of fear. When you are traveling and you're always praying, God, don't let me be involved in an accident. You are praying out of fear, out of the fear of accident. Such prayers don't get answered. They don't get answered because you are praying out of fear of something. And prayers don't get okay. Prayers don't get answered out of fear. Prayers get answered out of faith. You must pray out of faith, not out of fear. So if you have fear in your mind, you first need to deal with that fear before you move into prayer or before you request. Maybe you should first pray that this fear should disappear or God should take over this fear before you now move into prayer, requesting for exactly what you want. You should first request that this fear should be taken out. Because if you are praying out of fear, somebody had an emergency, you rush them to the hospital, you are praying out of fear because you don't want the person to die. Your motivation for praying is the fear of death. And prayers don't get answered out of fear. Prayers get answered when you pray from faith, from the angle of faith. So let me take it again. So if you are in fear, what you should first pray for is that this fear should be taken out. Then once you see that fear subside, you then move into requesting for what you want. Because if you stay in the state of fear and you are praying from the state of fear, you might be praying amiss. Because your subconscious mind focuses only on the negative. God, I don't want to die, you. God, I don't want to die, you. Subconscious mind focus on dying. God, I don't want to be involved in an accident, oh. Subconscious mind focus on accident. God, I don't want this thing to collapse, oh. Your subconscious mind focus on collapse. I don't want my TIENS business to fail. Your subconscious mind focus on TIENS and fail. Okay. I don't want what else? You know, all of those stuffs. I don't have them in my head. Okay. So be you have to pay attention because whatever you feed grows. If you are feeding the negative, it grows. If you are feeding the positive, it grows. That's why I use this example here. I hate cold food. I love warm food. They're not the same thing. They might be the same thing logically, but when it comes to the discussion of subconscious mind, hate, love. I hate cold food. That means you love warm food logically. But when it comes to subconscious, always speak in the positive. Always think. That one's even the most important because out of what you think is what you say out. Always think in the positive. Always rephrase your thoughts back to the positive, back to the positive, back to the positive, and things work out for you because your result in TIENS is a reflection of your mental diet. What are you feeding your mindset? What are you feeding yourself mentally? So anytime that negativity comes, you have to shut it down. You have to shut it down because it is going to be the biggest determinant for your success in TIENS business. So if you have any doubts right now, shut down your doubts. You don't care what will happen to anybody, but you're going to succeed. That should be the dominant thought. I don't care. I don't care. Somebody said then they did TIENS, it didn't work out for them. I don't care. It didn't work out for you. Me, it's going to work out for me. I don't know. I don't care what you did. I don't care what happened to you. But me, I'm going to succeed here. I don't care. I don't even want to hear. I did this. I see this kind of. I don't want to know. Me, this business I've started, though, this one is going to work out for me. I don't know what happened to you. I don't want to know what happened to you. The only people I want to listen to are those who succeed there. I want to learn from them. But those who failed, I don't want to learn from them. If you go to school and you want to pass your exams, if you're having problem with a course, if you're having a problem with a subject, who do you go to? Is it those who fail that subject or those who are passing the subject? Why are you listening to people who fail? Why are you listening to people who have always failed in their life? Why are you listening to people who have never succeeded in their life in something? You focus on those who pass, those who are succeeding. You learn from them. What is your own strategy? Elections are coming. Some people will excel, some people will fail. Who do you learn from? Those who excel. Anything in life, you learn from those who excel. You don't care about those who fail. So always feed the positive because your result, whatever result you get in TIENS, is going to be a reflection of what you are feeding your mindset regularly. Are you with me? Now that leads me to this. You cannot earn 5 million naira monthly with a 50,000 naira identity. No. This has been keeping some people stuck. You still have you are still identifying as somebody who has 50,000 naira mindset. You need to adjust. You need to shift your identity. Let me tell you something. Me speaking to you, There was a time where I can't face an individual and present something worth 10 million naira. I'll be shaking. I can't I can't, offer somebody a proposal of 10 million naira. I can't mention that name. I would rather type it and give to that person. I can't mention 10 million naira as something I want to, as a proposal to somebody. I can't. That means you yourself, apart from what you are saying, your mindset has not believed, your own mind, your own personal mind is still doubting you making that kind of money. You are not comfortable making that kind of money. You're not comfortable pronouncing such kind of money. So every one of you, I just want you to do a quick, maybe when we are done, just do a quick rehearsal. When we are done, whatever amount of money that scares you, that you think is too big for you to make in TIENS, double that money. If you think 100 million naira is, when they mention, at the mention of 100 million naira, you are like, 100 million naira, where I go get that one? If that scares you, double it to 200 million naira. Then go and face the mirror and keep on saying 200 million naira 100 times every morning. 200 million naira, 200 million naira, 200 million naira. Keep on saying it every morning. Keep on saying it to yourself. Face the mirror. Look into your eyes in the mirror and keep on saying 200 million until you get comfortable mentioning such amount of money. Because your mind has to accept it before it becomes a reality. That's a fact. Your mind has to accept it. Anything that is happening in reality, it has already happened in the mind. Anything happening in reality has already happened in the mind. When it comes to religion, they will say it has already happened in the spiritual realm. That is why there are times where you can see a dream of what will happen in the future. You can see a dream, you can sleep and dream, and that dream will happen 2 days after. Because whatever is going to happen tomorrow has already happened in the spiritual realm. Whatever is going to happen to you tomorrow has already happened in the spiritual realm today. It has already been concluded. There are some people who tell you, they'll see vision. That's why some people can feel when they are going to die. You say, this woman was doing, like, she was saying this yesterday morning. Grandma was saying this yesterday morning, as if she already knew she was going to die. So everything that's going to happen tomorrow in the reality, in the physical world, has already been sealed, has already happened yesterday, has already happened before. Same, so that's in the religious context. Okay? Same here. Anything that's going to happen in the reality has already been concluded in your mind. So if your mind does not accept it, you find it very hard to happen. Now, some people will be thinking, why is it that it is the good things that want to happen tomorrow, or the good things that want to happen in the physical, that my mind did not accept, that won't come to pass? All about the bad things. You see, we have abundance of negative energy. There's abundance of negative energy. So negativity sometimes does not need you to have faith. There's abundance of it. There was darkness in the world before the earth was created. There was darkness. There was, there's abundance of negativity. So it does not need much resources. It is positivity that is scarce, that needs process, that needs you to have faith, that needs you to have this. When you call somebody, calling somebody does not need faith. You don't need faith for a cause to call, for a cause to answer. Okay, it does not need all of those stuffs because there's abundance of negativity already. Okay, so that's how it happens. So you have to, believe it. Your mind has to be able to carry it first. So whatever result you want to have in TIENS, your mind must be able to believe it first. If you are still doubting yourself, then nobody can believe you. Then it cannot happen in the real world. If you are doubting you can excel in this TIENS business, and when I talk about excel in TIENS business, it is relative. What excel is to you might not be what it is to me. Some people's, dream of excel is maybe them just making 50,000 every month. They are cool. That's their own excel. So people's dream of excelling is making an amount of money so that they can build things that will outlive them, that will change the world. That's their own, dream of excel. And let me tell you, if whatever dream you have is only about you and your children, or you and your spouse, your dreams are small. If whatever dream you have, whatever goal you have is all about you, you say, me, all I'm looking for is for me to have good health. All I'm looking for is for me to make money. All I'm looking for is for me. It's all about me, 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 me. Your dream is small. Your dream must be larger than you. Your dream must be bigger than you. Yes, you take care of yourself, yes, but you must have a dream that takes care of others. You must be able to create impact in other people's life. People must be able to remember you, must be able to remember your name. Your name must be able to open doors for your children when you are gone. So that when you are gone, your children get to a certain place and they ask them, who are you? And they say, I am this. And they're asking them, are you so person's son? Come. Have the front seat. Have this preferential care. Have priority. Your name must open doors such that because your name you must have done certain things that has impacted other people, such that they are looking for a way to reward you. They can't find you because you are bigger, but when they find the opportunity to reward you, maybe by coming across your children, they do everything in their power to, to pay back positively. That's when you have a dream. Your goal must be bigger than you. Your goal must be bigger than you. You must be larger than life. Okay? So you cannot earn 5 million naira with a 50,000 naira mentality, with a 50,000 naira mindset. So the first thing you need to do right now is to decide, who do you want to become in this TIENS business? Who do you want to become? Do you want to become a leader? Do you want to become somebody that is known? Do you want to become somebody whose story is going to be used to motivate others? Do you want to become somebody, who pushes others to, do bigger than what they are looking for? Do you want to be somebody whose, results encourages others? Who do you want to become? So once you figure out who you want to become, do you want to become somebody who earns big every week? Your bonuses every week is, at this level. The lowest you get is maybe, 3 million or 5 million. You are getting huge amount of money, which you can use to impact other people's life. When you make money, it gives you access to be able to help a lot of people. Yeah. So who do you want to become? Or do you just want to become somebody who is just, who just joined this business and is just, just doing it? I'm just there. My name is in the database as a partner. I've been there. So people claim longevity. I've been a TIENS partner since 2001. Yes. But what have you achieved in 2001? Zero. Their name is just there as a partner. It's just there in the database. They're doing nothing. They're not making use of that opportunity to do what is expected of them. So who do you want to become? That's the first step. Do you want to be a complainer? Somebody who's always complaining. On the group, you're a complainer. And you're a complainer. You're always complaining. Even though you know. Complaining. No matter the strategy that is being brought, no matter the update, no matter the structure, you're always seeing the complaints in it. Only the complaints. Are you the type of person? Are you the type of person who do you want to become a wait and see? Let others do it first. I want somebody to first. Let's see if it is real. Let's see if it is real. Has anybody made money there before? Let us see their own screenshot. You want to be somebody who waits for other people to succeed first before you believe? Or you want to become the person who other people will see and they will believe? So who do you want to become? Do you want to become somebody who's always complaining? I don't have data. I don't have this. I can't attend this every time. Who do you want to become? Do you want to become somebody who is always doubting, who is always forming an association behind? After class, you form your association with your own partner and think, that thing that you're saying, Jare, is just, is it that his mouth is too sweet? Is that the type of person you want to become? So once you decide who you want to become, of course, I'm sure you want to become something positive, something big in this opportunity. The second step is for you to now start acting like that person now. You don't wait till you become that person. You start acting like that person now. You want to become a leader. Start acting like a leader now. There's a way leaders talk. There's a way you talk as a leader. Leaders don't scatter. Leaders gather. There's a way you address issue as a leader. There are some matters that can be addressed publicly on the group. There are some matters that should be addressed privately in the chat. As a leader, the ideas you will bring, the way you constructively critique some things, not having the mindset of scattering something. So who do you want to become? Start acting like that now. Do you want to become somebody who's rich, somebody who's making a whole lot of money? No matter the kind of money you want to make, start acting like that person. Let me ask you, if you are earning, let's say, a millionaire every week, for example, I don't know what your income goal is. It varies, it's relative. If you are earning a millionaire every month, every week, how would you speak? If you are earning a millionaire every week, how would you dress? If you are earning a millionaire every week, how would you carry yourself? Start acting like that now. Then step 3, stay consistent. Stay consistent. Don't dwindle. Don't act like this today, act like that tomorrow. No. There are certain words you need to change. Stop saying I don't have money. Stop saying I don't have money. You can use the word like, okay, it is out of budget right now. Adjust your lingo, adjust your language. These are the things that affect, no matter what you do, no matter the effort you are putting into, your subconscious mind has 70% of the power. Hey, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money. Your subconscious mind is establishing in your subconscious mind that you are poor. And the universe will not bring good things to you. The universe will only bring poor things to you. The universe will bring seconded items to you, seconded offers to you. But when you change your lingo, instead of I don't have money, it is not currently within the budget for this month. That's you are saying the same thing, but you are talking like somebody who is rich. I hope I'm communicating. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if I'm communicating. Yeah, good. Stop reinforcing it in your mind. Stop cementing it in your mindset. Stop enforcing poverty. You need to get out of that. Stop cementing poverty. Stop it. Stop enforcing scarcity. Stop. Sometimes you need to let go for something new to come in. You see your fist, if you hold your fist so tightly, your fist, then if you hold it so tightly, you fold a punch. Let's say you hold a paper in your palm, a piece of paper in your palm, you squeeze it and you hold it there because you don't want that paper to go away. Yes, the paper will not leave your palm because it's tightly secured. But remember, nothing too will also come into that palm because the palm is tightly locked. Let me say it again. If you hold a piece of paper tightly in your hand, your fist, in your palm, you squeeze it so tight, you held it there because you don't want that paper to get lost. Yes, your tight is locked. That paper won't get lost for sure. You achieve that. But remember, as long as that fist is locked tightly, nothing new will also come into. So you remain stagnant, you remain there. You have that paper with you for years, of course, but you will not improve, you will not increase, you will not decrease, you just be there, stagnant. So let go. Sometimes you need to let go for something new to come. You need to let go for something new to come. You need to let go. You must have the investment mindset. What do I need to let go to achieve this thing I'm looking for? What do I need to let go for me to achieve this thing I'm looking for? If you want to have a happy marriage, you have to let go of your single life. It's just it. You cannot have both. You have to let go of your single life. Single life, you're living all by yourself. You know, you keep your stuff everywhere. You know where you kept your stuff. But once you are married, you now have two people trying to live, trying to, form a compromise, trying to live together. You need to let go. What do I need to let go for me to succeed in this TIENS business? You need to let go. There's certain things that must leave. PPV is part of what you have to let go. Advert, I can't on Facebook advert. It's part of what you have to let go for something bigger to come. If you hold up to that PPV, I'm not going to buy you, and if you just hold up to it, you just remain there. Yes, you have that money, but you just remain there stagnant there. Nothing new to also come in. You have to let go. So your mindset has to be, you must have that mindset that anything that goes is going to come back in multiples. Stop having that mindset, this thing has gone. No, hey. No. Have that abundance mindset. There's abundance on earth. There is abundance on earth. There's abundance within you. There's abundance within you. You don't care what is happening. Stop listening to trash. Stop listening to the news. If you know, because Nigerian news is negative, you don't need it. It's just going to, fill your head, your mind with negativity. There is abundance in this country. For me, there is abundance anywhere I move to. If I relocate, even if I relocate, there's abundance there. There's nowhere you relocate to that there are people that are not there complaining. You don't care. I don't care. I'm relocating to Canada. I don't care. I'm going there to dominate. I'm not going there. I'm not relocating. I am penetrating. Me, I'm not relocating. I'm not jackpying. No. I'm going there. I'm not running away. I'm going there to penetrate. I'm going there to expand. I'm going there to expand my horizon. Have that kind of mindset. Don't have that mindset of running away. Don't have that mindset of scarcity. And if I'm in Nigeria too, I don't care what people are saying. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know what people are saying. There is abundance for me in Nigeria. Anywhere I step my feet on, anywhere I am, there is abundance there. There's abundance for me, waiting for me. It's running after me. There is this word in one of the good book that says, goodness and mercy shall follow me. He didn't say, I will be running after goodness and mercy. No. The promise is that goodness and mercy will be running after you, will be following you anywhere you are. If you hide in the toilet, goodness and mercy will meet you there. If you hide in your bedroom, goodness and mercy will meet you. It is following. The book did not say you'll be running after goodness and mercy. No. So have that mindset. Start acting like that person who is in abundance. What are the things you need to let go for more to come in? And then stay consistent. You will succeed. I guarantee you. In this business, so you listen to me. You will succeed. Not you might. You will succeed. You will succeed. So what are the things that destroys your identity? Negative mindset, we'll talk about that. Complaining energy, we'll talk about that. Inconsistency is another thing too. So people do well today, tomorrow they relax. They do well this morning, they relax. No. You have to be consistent. As hard as the rock is, whatever rock, Zuma rock, whatever rock, as hard as it is, if rain keeps on dropping at the same point every time, the rain will dig a hole. Those of you that have your house, cemented, your compound cemented, or you have interlock in your compound, and then you have a tap in your compound. If you use that tap for 5 years, what do you notice that will happen to that spot where the tap is? The floor. What will happen? No matter how hard that floor is, whatever floor you have at the bottom of your tap, what always happen there? Eventually, the tap will dig a hole there. If water keeps on dropping at the same point, keeps on dropping, if it is consistent at that single spot, no matter how long it takes, it will dig a hole, it will achieve its goal. So there's a difference between consistency and intensity. So people do big boom, this month. The intensity they used to work this month, boom, 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 boom. The next month they relax. You're not consistent. You're working with intensity, and that doesn't achieve anything. Consistency is better than intensity. If it is 70%, 70%, 70%, if you can be consistent with 70% every month, you are better than somebody that just did 100% this month and relax for the rest of the year. You achieve more than that person. So consistency, hitting it every day, hitting it every day until you achieve that. So these are the things that destroys identity. Excuses and blame. We Nigerians, we Africans, we like to blame. And we don't know that when you point accusation finger to somebody, you are blaming somebody, you point your index finger to somebody. 3 of those fingers are pointed back to you. So no matter what you say, it is the reason why I didn't succeed is because of this person or because of this. Remember, 3 fingers are pointed back to you. So you're also part of the reason. And the reason why we are not making is because the economy is hard. Remember, 3 fingers are pointed back to you. And the reason why this is happening is because of the government, the strike, and this. 3 fingers are pointed back to you. And the reason why this didn't happen is because, people are skeptical. They are like, they've tried it before. Remember, 3 fingers are pointed back to you. You're also part of the blame. You're also part of the blame. In fact, 3 times more. So whatever blame. So just stop pointing, stop apportioning blame. You should have a solution mindset. What do I do? What is the solution to this? Not apportioning blames. I'm running up gradually, but I want to hit on one thing before I close for tonight. It's called learned helplessness. Learned helplessness. This is common. And if you are in this category, please listen. Learned helplessness. You know what helplessness means? And you know what learned helplessness is? Or you know what learned means? When you acquire the strategy to be helpless. I used to say something. Nobody is coming to your door to knock on your door and say, go, come. This is me. This is me opportunity, or this is me help. Nobody's coming to your door, Mr. Abdul Shehu, to come and knock on your door. Go. This is success. Mr. Abiodun Abayomi, nobody's coming to your door to come and knock on your door this night. Go. This is me. This is success. Mr. Abraham, nobody's coming to your door. Mrs. Ade, nobody's coming to your door. Mrs. Ade Folan Olukemi, nobody's coming to your door. Nobody's coming there to help you. Nobody. You help yourself. Mr. Ademeke, nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming. You help yourself. Mrs. Esther Efemina, nobody's coming to help you. You help yourself. Mrs. Agbo, nobody's coming to help you. You help yourself. Mr. Latishi Farouk, nobody's coming to help you. You help yourself. Mr. Andrew Bala, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Bamdele Makinde, nobody's coming to help you. You help yourself. Nobody's coming. Mr. Bola Befe Balogo, nobody's coming to help you. Dr. Isaac Kutu, nobody's coming to help you. Dr. Olufunke George, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Ebele Onoha, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Edith Grace, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Esther Adeniro, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Ikeria Ngozi, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Fadik Betoin, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Gregory, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Amid Abidemi, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Alima Agbola, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Owa Joseph, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Isaac Makonjola, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Kafila Lawa, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Mary Ajay, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Mukaila Ogumuyiwa, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Obadeji David, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Odun Tonshakiru, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Ofeijo, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Okona Zion, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Okukwediak, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Olabimpe Ohai, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Olashile Abiona, nobody's coming to help you. Who disappeared there? Mr. Olusegun Fakad, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Ebamiji Jeremiah, nobody's coming. Nobody. Stop expecting. Nobody. And God will send one helper. Who is the helper? You are the helper. You are the helper. Nobody's coming to help you. You help yourself. Mrs. Rachel Olawale, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Samuel, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Shofora Bosede, nobody's coming to help you. Dr. Tisila Demuibat, nobody's coming to help you. Dr. Tolulokpe, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Uju Honora, nobody's coming to help you. Mrs. Uzezi, nobody's coming to help you. Mr. Enwenwe, nobody's coming to. No, who are you expecting? You've been expecting your helper. Look at your age. Look at our age. You'll be expecting one. Which helper? No, you are your helper. You will help yourself. It's called learned helplessness. It is common to us. I'm an African too. It's common to us in Africa. We learn how to be helpless. We are helpless and we don't do something to our problem ourselves. We expect somebody. Who is that somebody? Who is that somebody that you're expecting? Who is that person? Who are you expecting? Let me know. They told you somebody said, who is that person that is coming to help? Who is the person? Where is it coming from? Is it male or female? How long have you been waiting for your helper? Nobody is coming to knock on your door to help you. You get out and get your goal achieved. Nobody is coming to help you. Nobody. If anybody tells you lie, well, fine. But I'm telling you the truth right now. Nobody is coming to help you. You go out and do the work that you have to do to get whatever you're looking for. Learn helplessness. And I've tried everything and it's not working. He said, there is always a solution. Every challenge in this life, have that mindset. There is always a solution. There is always a solution. There is always a solution. Before we found, using Facebook ad that we run to get prospect and everything, we've tried a lot. We've done presentation in churches. We've shared flyer. We've done advert on radio. We have experience of all of them, and we picked out Facebook ad as the easiest. It is the easiest. You just sit down one place. You just send your money on an errand. 100,000, 200,000, whatever amount of money. We bring prospect to you. Some of you don't know how plenty 400 is. Some people run hard and they get 400 people in their group. There are some churches today, they've been in existence for more than 15 years. They don't have up to 400 members in their church. You don't know what 400 means? If 400 people gather in one place, do you know how many chairs? Do you know what the infrastructure you have to put in place for 400 people to be gathered in a place? 400. And you just pay money, an amount of money, and 400 people comes into your WhatsApp group. How many people do you want to speak to get 400 people in your WhatsApp group? So people learn helplessness. This is not working. You find the solution. You must be solution-oriented. What is the solution? You don't keep on talking about problem. You talk about what is the solution. Because in this game or in this business I am, I'm going to succeed. I don't care. I am going to succeed. I don't care what happens. Whatever happens, this happened to me. And this got delayed. I don't care. I'm going to succeed. My own point of discussion is how do we move on? What is the next thing? What is the solution? What is the solution? I don't care about what happened. What is the solution? That's what I'm cared about, because this one I did, this one that I started, I will not quit TIENS until I succeed. I'm not quitting this one. I've done a lot of things that I didn't finish, that I didn't, that didn't exist. But in this one, no, I'm not going to repeat that. I am going to succeed in this one. Nothing will discourage me. I am going to succeed. Let me show you a video of what learned helplessness is. Please pay attention. You will see what is happening to a whole lot of Africans right now. Pay attention to this video. Let me pause that and explain what's going on. These two individuals, a man and a lady, they were going on an escalator. Escalator. I hope you know what an escalator is, okay? I know you must know what it is, but some of us might not know what the name is. It's like this staircase that moves electronically. We find them in mall, we find them in airports. It's not elevator, it's not lift. Escalator is like a staircase, like step that you can climb, but you don't need to climb. It moves by itself. So they're going on this escalator, and along the line, the escalator stopped. It stopped working. Listen. So once the escalator stopped, it stopped at this point. Listen to what they said. Listen to what the man said and what the woman said. Okay. So they felt, okay, this escalator stopped, and the woman at the back was lamenting that I'm already late. Trying to check her bag, trying to check, and the man said, don't worry, somebody will come and help. Just hold on, somebody's coming. Listen. Okay, so the escalator stopped, and the man said she should not worry, that they should just keep calm, that somebody's going to come and help them. And the man shouted, help! Help! Okay, expecting somebody to come and help. And nobody came. Okay, look at what happened again. They had to stay on that elevator. They stayed on the elevator, waited there, expecting help. They stayed there till evening. It was already dark. And the elevator on the other side was working. Okay, just go on. Pay attention. So after so many hours, somebody came. The repairer, the engineer was going to, take care of the repair. He came and, he promised them that don't worry, it's going to get repaired in a minute. And these individuals that were stuck on the elevator were happy. Okay, so this man that wanted to repair had to use the other elevator that was working to climb up. Okay, see what happened. So as the repairer was coming up to come and help them, his own escalator too stopped. So what did they all do? They all just stayed on the elevator. The two individuals that were stuck earlier on stayed on the elevator too, waiting for another help. The repairer, the engineer too, also that was stuck on the other elevator, escalator too. I mean, not elevator, escalator. Also sat down there waiting for external help. Listen. They stayed there for life. They stayed there for life, till eternity. If you know what an escalator is, when an escalator stops and there is no help, what should you do? Let me know. Let me even know if you followed, what I just showed. If you're on an escalator, not elevator, an escalator, and it stopped suddenly, and you have somewhere you have to be, what should you do? Let me sample your answers in the comments. What should you do? Thank you. Thank you. You just continue walking. Not an elevator, it's an escalator. Escalator is stair. It's like stair, normal stair that you climb when you're going upstairs, when you go to a floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, but it just moves. So if it stops moving, you can still easily climb it and reach wherever you're going to manually. Simple as ABC. That was what they were supposed to do when they stood there shouting for help. That's why I was mentioning everybody's name earlier on, that nobody is coming to help you. Don't let anybody lie to you. There's no help coming from anywhere. There's no help coming from anywhere. All the help that is coming to you is coming from within. Your helper has to meet you when you are trying to make efforts. No helper is coming to your door to come and knock on your door and wake you up and say, oh, yeah, I'm the helper. Me, I am successful. I want to give you success. No. Opportunities will meet you when you are looking for it. Your helper, your help is coming from within you, not from external. Stop looking for external help. It's when you look for external help that you fall victim of scam. Your help is coming from within. It's from within you. You already have it. Whatever you're looking for out there is already within you. Stop expecting somebody to come and help you. Help yourself. You are in TIENS business. Get it done the right way. Do what it takes. Do what it takes to succeed here. I guarantee you, you will succeed. God is not wicked. Do what it takes to succeed. You will succeed, because this business has to do with helping others. So spiritually, there's a whole lot of benefits. You can't fail. You are helping a lot of people get good health. People that could have died got introduced to the product and they lived. People that could have died earlier got introduced to the product and they lived longer before they eventually died. They had hope. People that don't have how to, rise to the top financially. People that all the things that they've been exposed to, they need to know somebody. They need to have a connection to make money. But in TIENS business, it's clean and clear. You don't need any connection. You are giving people hope. You are helping people achieve their dream. Those who you are inviting to the business, you are giving them an opportunity to help their life, to make their life better. So you are assisting others. You are helping others. So God is involved in anything that has to do with helping humanity. So you will succeed, but your help will come from within. So your network growth, okay? Your role is a leader. You are a leader. Act like one. You are a leader. From the moment you sign up, your account, you are the leader of your network. Act like one. Your responsibility is to build your network and protect it. Please don't joke with your network. Protect your network. Each and every partner you sign up, protect them. Don't joke with your network. That is your property. That is your asset. Your network is your asset. You don't joke with it. You don't expose your partners to negativity. If you're on a group and somebody is saying something that can be negative, you clear it off. Protect your partners. Your responsibility as a leader is to build your network and protect your network. Your task is to recruit partners so that you can build your network. Place your partners. Okay? This is you. You have partner 1 here, partner 2 here. You don't stop recruiting. Continue recruiting. Continue prospecting. When you get new partners, place them under your old partners. Keep on placing them under your old partners. Continue placing. This will assist your partners to grow. That was the promise. That was why the promise was given to you, that when you sign up with Gold, you'll be given one partner. Is to assist people to grow. So when you already have your own 2 partners, don't stop recruiting. Keep on recruiting and placing. Those ones to come into will learn from that. They too will keep on recruiting and placing. They will keep on, everybody coming in is recruiting and placing. Your network will grow. Okay? Recruiting, placing, and ensure you are purchasing your PPV. That's your task. Your task is recruit, place, and PPV. Yeah? What should be your motivation? Your partner's success. Money directly should not be your motivation. The money you made should not be your motivation. The success of your partners should be your motivation. As you are helping your partners make more money, that should be your motivation, not you. Don't be selfish. Don't be all about yourself. In fact, in TIENS, you don't make the real money from partners. You know, when this is you, for example, you signed up, you have partner one, you have partner two. That's not where the money is made. The money is made when these partners that you recruit start duplicating. So people after years, I recruit one person, how much am I going to make? That's not where the money is made. The money is made when these your partners that you've recruited start duplicating. That's where the money is now being made. That's when the compounding starts. When duplication starts, that's when money starts. Okay, so your partner's success should be your motivation, not your own selfish, motive. Because the way it is being structured, the more money your partners make, the higher you also go. So you rise by lifting others. So that's why your focus should be duplication, 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 duplication. How will those who I'm bringing in, how will they duplicate? How will this duplication continue? Do I need to place under somebody? Keep on placing under them? Do I need to support somebody? Do I need to call somebody? Do I need to speak to them? Do I need to motivate them? Duplication is the key. If your network has not started duplicating, then you've not really built it yet. It's still in the process. It's still a work in progress. Duplication should be your focus, and your reward is an extraordinary lifestyle. When you do all of this, your reward is an extraordinary lifestyle. Travel, car, income, health, charity. When you have enough, you do charity. When you have enough, you help others. That's a fact. When you're making enough, you help others. But if you are still struggling to eat, you are struggling with this, you won't even remember charity. You won't even remember to donate. You won't remember to help people. But when you make enough, you give out, donate. You live an extraordinary lifestyle. Whatever you want, you'll be able to purchase for yourself. You don't even think about it that sometimes when you go to the market or places you want to buy stuff, you're always more focused on the price of that thing. How much is it? It is the price of that thing that determines whether you buy it or not. There are things that you want. You don't even need to ask for the price. There are certain foods you want to eat tomorrow that you feel your body wants to eat. You crave it. But when you get to the place where you want to buy the food, you don't ask about the food anymore. You ask about the price. How much is it? That's because your pocket is what determines what you do. But when you do all of this, you build a network piling, your reward is going to be an extraordinary lifestyle. You'll be able to do the things you really, really want to do. Okay? All right, so I'll leave you with this. Your income will never outgrow your identity. Because everything we talk about tonight is about your identity. Who are you? So stop acting like where you are. You might be anywhere right now. Yeah, everybody starts from somewhere. We all start as a baby. We all grew older. We started from primary school to secondary school to university. We started from single, getting married, then becoming parents, then becoming grandparents. Is a movement, it's a journey. So stop acting like where you are right now. Start acting like where you are going. Start acting like where you are going, because identity precedes results. Identity precedes results. I hope you've been able to, gain a lot of stuff today. Tonight was about personal development, how you yourself will develop your mindset, your mentality, your subconscious, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you act, your identity, your personality, your branding, everything. That's what we're talking about tonight. I hope you're able to grab one or two things, and I'm sure the change has started tonight. If you have any question with regards to what we've talked about tonight, just let us know. Raise your hand, and then we'll get you in to ask your questions.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome once again. So, if you have any question, please kindly unmute yourself to ask, or you use the chat box below. Kindly unmute yourself to kindly unmute yourself to ask your question, or use the chat box below. As a partner, you have the right to ask any question tonight. This is for us. This is our own mentorship. This is what we are handling. This is where we can handle your questions. Please ask your questions.
Hello.
Even if it is okay, go on.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Ayo, for the presentation. I learned so many things. But I came in here with an expectation. And so why I enjoyed the lecture on personal identity, I actually thought that, you know, part of what we will be doing today will be something to help us start, especially those of us that signed in recently. And one of those things is what I saw at the orientation. Um, so I want to ask if, those things that would need to help us to start, uh, this is just a process of it. For instance, at that orientation, we were asked to look at messages that we are going to send to invite. We were told to that we don't need anything for, all we need to do is to do the invitation and the presentation. Hello.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, all we need to do is to invite, and then there's presentation. We are not supposed to look at that. And of course, the people will make up their minds on whether they want to be part of teens or not. That also will be dependent on them. That's quite understood. So I came in to this mentorship lesson or this evening to learn on how to maybe start with the WhatsApp group, and then how to get the messages for the different platforms, whether it's a group platform or individual platform, or even for retirees or for any special group. That's what I came in. That was my expectation, actually. Thank you. But I enjoyed the lesson all the same.
All right,
Thank you, Doctor.
that's Mrs. Ayalewa, right?
Yes, that junior. Yes.
All right. You watched the orientation, the new partners orientation, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen right now. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, I think this is where you watch the new partners orientation, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this video was the video you watched. Now, if you go to that same website, this same platform, just scroll down. Just scroll down.
Okay.
The things you request for are already there.
Okay.
So this first one, this one, if you tap on it, this is the product brochure that contains the product brochure. Okay, this one, this video, this one will this first one, this product brochure will be downloaded is a PDF. Once you tap on it, it will be downloaded on your phone, so you can go through it. This second one is how to create WhatsApp group. So if you tap on this one, it will lead you to a video to put you through on how to create a WhatsApp group. Okay, this one is also a PDF. This invitation script. It contains the script that you can use to invite one-on-one.
Okay.
Okay, that's for one-on-one invitation. Then if you want to run paid ad, such like the advert that you saw this opportunity on Facebook, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that same process that got you into the presentation from Facebook to WhatsApp to be, you can also use that same process too to also get people for yourself too. So if you want to run paid ad, it's called paid ad. We pay Facebook to help us run advert to people, to a lot of people, so that they can see it and anybody who's interested can join your WhatsApp group. So you can also click on this. Once you click on this one will lead you to a WhatsApp chat with our admin. So we chat with the admin. She will give you the details of what you need to do to run paid ad. So it's there. Then Vshare, your Vshare is going to be available before the end of this week. This is the app the way you can monitor your progress in TIENS itself. Okay, so just go back. If you have forgotten the link, it will be resent to you again tonight. So a lot of things that you need to get started have already been placed on the group. And then at the end of that, on the website, at the end, you see a phone number here at the bottom here, where in case you have any question, you can directly chat with the admin in charge. Okay, so go through this. If what you are now looking for is not here, then chat with us. That will be addressed personally. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I hope you are satisfied, ma.
Yes, I am. Thank you
Okay,
very
thank
much.
you. You're welcome. Dr. Tolulokwe Eriosho, you raised up your hand the other time.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening, ma'am. Maybe I will ask my question outside this room because I think we have more new partners here, and it's better I ask it privately. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone said, after creating a WhatsApp group, how do I get people to the group at Mrs. Kafila Lawal?
Okay. That's a very vital question. Let me just share my screen. So I like drawing when I'm explaining stuff. Okay. So how do I get people into my group? All right. So the first thing, of course, you create a WhatsApp group. This is a WhatsApp group. Okay. To get people into the group, there are two methods. Okay. The two methods is the first one is free. Okay. And the second one is paid. This free one is one-on-one. You can invite people directly yourself. You can invite your wife if you're a man, your husband if you're a woman. We have people whose husband are also their partners here. We have some people whose wife are their partners here. You can invite your relative. Okay. So the script that you can use, the website I just showed you just now, the website where you watch the new partners orientation, there's an invitation script there that you can download and just go through. If you don't understand, we have a class that we did on it that explain how to make use of it. You can just let us know. We'll send it to you, okay? So you can invite your relative, your church, mosque, just anywhere. So you can invite them. The script you can use is already in that invitation script. Tell them this and this and this and this, and then they will join the group, the WhatsApp group. And from the WhatsApp group, they will join the class. That's one. And then we have the paid method where we pay Facebook. Okay? Where we pay Facebook to help us run ad. Okay? Now, this paid Facebook ad can be done in two ways. There are people who can help you do it. If you have anybody who can help you run Facebook ad, fine. You can speak to the person. They know what to do. Just tell them what you want to do. They will charge you whatever they want to charge you to help you run Facebook ad. So the Facebook ad will direct people into your WhatsApp group. So you have a lot of people into your WhatsApp group. So in this kind of situation, you are making use of your money to get people in there instead of using effort. In this free one, you are not paying anything, but you're going to be using effort. So the second way to run paid Facebook ad is that we also have a plan. We have a consultant who does that for us here. So for our partners who are interested, you can just speak to the admin. Okay, they will give you the price, the rate at which this can be done. Now, so different rates for different population. So there's a rate if you want to have 200 people in your WhatsApp group. There's a rate if you want to have 400 people in your WhatsApp group. There's a rate if you want to have 800 people in your WhatsApp group. There's a rate if you want to have 1,600 people in your WhatsApp group. I think WhatsApp can contain 1,024 people. Yeah. So there's a rate if you want to fill up a WhatsApp group. There's a rate if you want to do 800 people, 200 people. So, however, whichever options you want to go for, they'll give you the rate. So these are the two ways. Now, TIENS does not care where people come from. TIENS, the responsibility TIENS is giving us as a partner is to build a network of users. So wherever you get anybody joining you from, TIENS does not care. All he cares about is that you get people to join your network and then you're being paid. Simple as that. People join your network, products move through them, and you're being paid. As simple as that. So you can make use of any way. You can make use of any method. You can decide to go and run advert on radio, to go and talk about it on radio. You can decide to go and talk about it on television. You can decide to talk about it with your mouth. You can share broadcast message to the WhatsApp group you already belong to, your old students association that you belong to, your church WhatsApp group if they give you permission. We have somebody who made announcements in church. He spoke to the pastor about something like this, and the pastor imputed the announcement for this in the announcement on a church on a Sunday service. The pastor announced if you are this and this and this, and you're looking for this and this, if you're about to retire, you're in your 40s, you're in your 60s, or you're already retired, and look for additional way to make income without stress, without this. You're looking for a way to, make income without relying on pension, without relying on your children. Okay, meet hold on at the end of the service, meet Deaconess so at this also place at the end of today's service. And those who were interested came and they were added to the WhatsApp group, and from there they joined the presentation. So whichever way, so there are different ways. Me myself, I'm speaking to you when I started, I shared flyers. I shared flyers. I used to go to redemption camp. I'm not a redeemer. I don't attend redeem church. I used to go to redemption camp when they have their big services. I share flyers, okay? But testing all of those stuffs, we figured out that Facebook ad gives you leverage. You don't have to go through stress. I used to share 1,500 flyers in a day. You stand, you share because I was hungry. I was hungry. I've shared 36,000 flyers before. 36,000. I've paid people to share flyers for me before. So there are different methods. I've kept flyers in eateries before. I've kept flyers in taxis before. I've given Uber drivers flyers before to share to whoever bought taxis, whichever way. But we figure out that Facebook ad gives you leverage. You just make use of money. It's just like you having a shop, selling something, and you're going on radio to pay radio to help you advertise. The advert you see on television, the advert you see on radio, they are being run by businessmen, people who have things that they want to sell, people who need more eyes, more attention in their business. So we figured out that Facebook ad gives you that leverage, whereby you don't even have to put in a lot of effort. Somebody who is 60 years old, how many flyers can you share? And flyer does not really convert because I've done all of this. So there are options. So it depends on what you have in your hand. So you can use the free method by inviting people with your mouth. If you want to know what to say, it's already in the invitation script. So go back to that website, you see the invitation script there, download it, go through it. If you need a class on it, there's a class that we recorded on it that will show you how to make use of it. You send it to you, so you know how to talk to people. There are people that are below you, like people that not below in that sense, not in demeaning. I'm not trying to be condescending, but there are people like in quote, they are below you, like your staff, your employee, people that you pay, people that are younger than you, people that are your mentee. Okay, there is a script to use for them. People that are looking up to you, the script to use for them. There are people that are your peers, your friends, people that are the same age mates, you're in the same social status. Okay, there's a script to use for them. There are people that are bigger than you, in quotes, people that are probably more influential than you, maybe richer than you, more popular than you, like people that are like a politician, like a senator, like a GO, a general overseer, or somebody who is more popular, or your boss at work. There's a script to use for them. It's already in the invitation script. Okay, so and you can also make use of multiple methods. You can run Facebook ad and still use word of mouth to also invite. So that is how to get people into the WhatsApp group. You can use word of mouth. You can send WhatsApp broadcast message to your contact. You can send broadcast message to the WhatsApp groups you already belong to. The same way you share messages about NSDDP, what God cannot do does not exist, on your WhatsApp status. You can also share information about your business on your WhatsApp status. The same way you send Happy New Month messages, Happy Easter messages, Happy Salah messages to people on your WhatsApp status, on your WhatsApp messages. You can also send WhatsApp messages to people about this, and they'll click the link to join. Okay, the same way you see a video on Facebook that you share to people on WhatsApp, you copy the link to that video, you share it on. You can also share videos about your business to people to also make money. So that's how to get people into WhatsApp group, and you can also make use of the paid ad. So if you want to make use of our consultant for the paid ad, just reach out to us privately. The rate will be given to you. Okay.
All right. Um, if you have any question, please ask now before we call it a day. You can
Okay.
unmute
All
yourself.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just been informed to ask my question here. Okay, sir, my question is this. Thank you for all the insights here. Yeah, bearing in mind that this test business is people's business, and you succeed when your downlines when they grow. And I remember in one of our previous classes, you did mention that one of the strategies we can use if we have inactive downlines is maybe putting a call to them and encouraging them. Sometimes even share some of your own experience with them. Yes, but sir, if phase one is doing all this and yet you're not getting results, And it's even if when you go for further prospecting, you cannot assist them to to complete their second leg. So are there some other strategy that one can use? Because if no matter how much you prospect and that this is not restocked, I think one will still be having issues at the end of the month. Considering I think the classes we had 2 or 3 months, 3 weeks ago about the real time leg calculation that we had. So I don't know how to figure this out and how to go about this. Thank you.
Okay, so what I understand is that let's say this somebody, this person has partners, maybe partners, and let's say all of these partners are not active. So what should we do? Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So the first thing you've done, the first thing which you said, create a relationship with your partners, speak with them, share your experience with them. But in this business, you don't rely on people. You continue your prospecting and placing until you get your active partners. That is the game. Your prospecting continues. Prospecting does not stop. When prospecting stops, when you stop recruiting, what the sign you will see for you to know when to stop focusing so much on recruiting is when you don't recruit and you are still being paid money. You don't recruit this week, you earn bonus. You didn't recruit this week, you earn bonus. You didn't recruit the next week, you earn bonus. You didn't recruit the next week, you earn bonus that is satisfactory. That is a sign for you to stop recruiting. As long as you've not gotten to that point where even though you didn't recruit, money is still coming in, then the sign for you to stop recruiting has not stopped. That means you've not completely built your network, because the key is duplication. When you are in, you got your partners, 2, 3, 4, or whatever figure it is, and these partners, when they start duplicating, when they start following the policies too of duplicating, money start coming in for everybody. But once your partners have not started duplicating for one reason or the other, then your recruiting still continues. But now when you're recruiting, since you already have your two sides, you keep on placing anybody you are recruiting under, below the next person, till you find people that start duplicating as well and start branching out. That's how it goes. So you call them, you motivate them, fine, but you don't stop recruiting until your network is built. And the sign to show that your network is built is when you don't recruit and you're still earning. Just like when you build a house, you want to do real estate. This is the foundation. Okay? When you build the foundation, you don't stop, because the reason why you're building a house is for you to make money. The house needs to be completely built, ready for tenant to rent and start paying you rental income. So as long as, when tenants start paying rental income, you're no longer building. That means the house is already built. That means you're no longer doing anything. This month you didn't do anything, but rent came in. Next month you didn't do anything, rent came in. Maybe just little maintenance here and there. Next month you didn't do anything, rent came in. That is when you can say you've already gotten an asset that is paying you. But at the beginning, when you are still at the foundation level, you're still at the foundation, it's not fully built, tenants are not in, there's no activity in that building, you still have to continue building. Because once there's no active activity in the building, income does not come in. So you are still building. That is one. Secondly, because a partner is not active today, does not mean they won't be active tomorrow. Yeah. We've had different experiences. There is something that made that partner join. There is something that the person saw. Nobody will just bring out 300 and some thousand, 199,000 without saying something. There's something that they saw that made them join. Because they're not active today does not mean they won't be active. You just keep on building. This will pay. This will compound for you at the end. Sometimes people might not be in the right phase to build. They just signed in. Somebody signed in yesterday and developed stroke the next day and was rushed to the hospital. That person cannot do anything until he's treated. Somebody signed up today because he saw the presentation and he liked it, and 3 days after, he got into a bad debt, and his creditors started chasing him around. That person is not, won't be focus building. When you call them, sometimes the challenge that is making some people not active is personal, that they can't tell you. It's just like that. They'll just give you one excuse that they don't want to share. Okay? Somebody signed in last week, and this week he had issue with his marriage, and they are going through divorce right now. At this moment when they're going through divorce, they can't even, he doesn't even have any, focus or attention on any other thing. He has to fully go through divorce and everything. So such kind of case, they might not tell you. When you call them, they might just say, yeah, they might not want to share such. Somebody signed up, and 2 days after, or a week after, or a month after, 2 of the person's children died, God forbid. And they are mourning, and they don't want to share. Somebody signed in today, and the next day, somebody very close to him discouraged him. We had somebody like that discourage him. When he got home, it was the wife that discouraged him. You've gone to sign up for this thing and that thing and blah blah. But I know I don't have my hands in it though. So from the second day, the person signed up on Friday. From Sunday, Monday, the person went cold just 2 days or 3 days after. It was months later, when the person now saw somebody who he trusted doing this, succeeding here. He met the person, he went to the person's house for a visitation. He saw one of our products or one of our booklets on his center table. So they got talking. That person now explained the things better to him. He now came to reactivate after months. But yours is just do your own responsibility as a leader. Speak with them. Ask for what their challenge is for not being active. If it is something that can be solved, you can solve. If it's something that needs our help, we can help. If it's somebody that you need us to help you speak with, we can help you speak with them. Okay? But as you are doing all of this, continue your recruiting. Yeah.
Okay, sir. At Dr. Tolulope, are you satisfied?
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Yes, sir. For Mrs. Shofora Abosede, she said, how do I know that someone has joined through my link?
Okay, so that question is, you have a WhatsApp group and you have people inside the WhatsApp group, right? Okay. And then on this WhatsApp group, you shared the YouTube link for the presentation on Thursday and Friday. Okay. So some people in your WhatsApp group joined the YouTube class. Now, after going through YouTube day 1 and day 2, somebody from your WhatsApp group signed up. Okay. Once they sign up, they usually send us a message. There's a message they'll send us because they will need to confirm their payment. They will send the admin the message, and the first thing the admin will do is to check their phone number. Which group are they from? That is why it is important to add anybody that you want them to see TIENS presentation to your WhatsApp group. Don't share the YouTube link to them personally on their WhatsApp chat. Okay? So you add them to the WhatsApp group. Anybody, add them to the WhatsApp group so that when they join the YouTube class from the WhatsApp group and they pay, we always trace it back to which WhatsApp group are they from. That is why everybody's WhatsApp group carries their name. So Impulse WhatsApp group name is Live with Dignity /Ayo. Live with Dignity /Bosede. Live with Dignity. You will see it in the video that guides you on how to open your WhatsApp group. You must put in your name. Okay? Live with Dignity. So we trace it to their WhatsApp group, and once we see the person in your WhatsApp group, you'll be notified that so person and so person are signed up. So that's how we track anybody who joins through your link. So ensure that anybody who you want to invite, you first bring them into your WhatsApp group first. Then it is on your WhatsApp group that you share the YouTube link, the link to the class. So they'll be joining from your group. Okay. And we always ask anybody who joined, they'll ask. If we find out the person is not on WhatsApp, we ask, where did you get this information from? What group are you from? You always have to confirm so as to know how to place the person, and then we inform the leader. Okay, this person, you will have so number of people who joined through you this last week. Okay.
Okay, sir. At Mrs. Alima Agbola, she said, how do you know who your downlines are, especially when you did not get them directly?
Okay, so the first way to know who your downlines are is through your vShare. So there is an app. There's a TIENS app called vShare, which will be activated. It's usually activated from the head office. It will be activated. Once it is activated, you'll be given access to it. Okay, it's been activated in batches. Okay, so once you reach your batch, you'll be given access to it. So you will see the names of people that are signed up in your network. You see them. That is one. Now, with that name, you can speak to us. If you need their contact, you can just take a screenshot of those names. This name, this name, this name, this name, this name. I need their contact because I want to speak with them as their leader. So you have the right to request for the contact of anybody who has joined your network. So you can ask us privately, and the contact of such person will be sent to you for you to reach out to them. Okay, so that is it.
All right, sir. And she said at Mrs. Alima Agbola, she said, how are they placed too?
How are they placed? That discussion is going to the answer to that is going to take some time. Let me just quickly summarize it. Okay, this is you. Let's say you just sign up, you are still fresh, you don't have anybody yet in your network, you are just the only one in your network. Now, the first person you sign up will be directly under you like this. The next person you sign up will be under you, this second level, because you always have two wings in your account. Because these two wings are going to be matched every week to pay you bonuses. Okay. So, because of the matching, there's an extensive calculation that we did on this on one of the but let me just go through it a bit. So every week, the system matches whatever you have on this side. Let's say you have 50,000 points, 50K points on this side, and then you have 20,000 points on this side. Okay, so each week the system matches. It will match the two and pay you a percentage on the smaller one, which is 20K. So once it pays you a percentage on the smaller one, it pay you that one. So this 20K will be removed from 50K. You have 30K left on this side, and this side will be zero. So once you have it like this, 30K and zero, because the system pays on the lower side. So in this week that you have 0 here and 30K here, if you have a new partner, it will be ideal for you to place that partner on this side. So you can have something here, you can have some points here to be matched with this. Because if this is zero, if zero is matched with 30K, you'll be paid on the lower one, zero. You won't be paid into that week. So every week when we have new partners, you check. There's a way to check on your vShare. We had an extensive mentorship session on this. It's on the YouTube channel. We'll send you the link to the YouTube channel to check it out. Okay. So every week you check. So which of the side is weak? So it is the weak side that you place on your partner, so I can get bonuses. So sometimes it might not be zero that is here. It might be, let's say, 10K. Let's say, for example, 10K is here and 30K is here. Since this 10K side is weaker than 30K, if you have somebody new who wants to join your network this month, you place that person here so that your 10K can increase because you'll be paid on the lesser one. So that's how you place. You place on the weaker leg. That's why there's a bonus called development bonus. The bonus has been paid to you, to partners, for developing your legs, for developing your wings. So we place partners on your weaker leg. That's how it works. So we send you the video to that extensive calculation. You understand everything. But this is just a summary. Okay.
So if you have any other question, please ask before we call it a day. You can use the chat box below, or you'll mute yourself to ask your question. I think no other questions, so.
All right. Okay. So in the absence of questions, I have one announcement to make. Okay. For those of you who are in Abuja, we just opened a new service office in Abuja. Okay. There's one coming up too in Kaduna. Okay. But right now, the service office in Abuja is now in operation. And the leader in charge is Mr. Olusegun Fakayode. Okay. So this is the address on the screen here. So if you need any product, TIENS product, whatever, and you're in Abuja, you can go here. This is his phone number. You can reach out to him. Okay. He's the leader in charge of that axis. Okay. So speak with him. That's the address. You can reach out to him on WhatsApp. So if you need anything and you're in Abuja, you can reach out to Mr. Olusegun Fakayode. We are expanding gradually. We are expanding. And in case you don't know, as a partner, you can also have a service office in your area. You can have service office in whatever state you are, whatever town you are. Okay? Whatever it will require, just speak to us. We'll let you know. And one of the benefits is that most of the promotions that are being won in TIENS, 95% of the people that win and that progress faster are the people who own service offices. Okay. So if you want to know what it takes to have a service office in whatever state you are, let us know. Privately, we'll let you know. Okay. I think, is Mr. Fakayode in here? Mr. Fakayode, are you here?
Please
I'm
unmute
here,
yourself.
sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All right.
here,
So,
sir.
all right. Okay. So, do you have one or two things to say? Probably maybe in terms of description of the place to people that are in Abuja, maybe something they need to know about how to locate the place or anything. Just talk to them. Talk to anybody. Talk to us.
Okay, my dear Abuja people and the environment, the office is quite easy to locate. From Yanya, come straight towards Orozo. By the time you get to Gidandaya, drop at Kafon Junction. The office is right at the junction on the highway, Yanya Karishi Expressway. It is second to none. Very, very visible and a clear location. Thank you, sir.
All right. This phone number that is displayed on the screen, is it available on WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. It's on
Okay.
WhatsApp, sir.
All right. So for those of you in Abuja, you can is the leader in charge. Please reach out to him for anything you need in Abuja. And then we'll be having a big event in Abuja. The first big event, most likely this month. Once it is finalized, we'll be announcing the date. Then after Abuja, we are moving to Kaduna. Okay. There's also an office that is almost set to in Kaduna. Okay. So for those of you in Kaduna to be expectant. So we are expanding other states too, other locations. So if you want to know what it takes, we need a service office in Lagos. People have been requesting for service offices in Lagos. We need a service office in Lagos. So if you're in Lagos right now, the thing is that in Africa or in Nigeria, let me just say that example. For example, let me just be specific to Nigeria, and then especially in the west, in the southwest. I don't know of other tribe, but there's something that always happen. People that become kings are those that their father, are the first individual to settle down in a location. So usually, most of the places we are living right now are usually bush, jungle in the past. So an individual, a man and his wife, usually move to a jungle, a part of the jungle, to settle down. They conquer all of the stuff, the wild animal, lion, snake, that they conquer all of those stuffs, mosquito, everything. They settle down there and they start giving birth. It starts giving birth. They will go to that land probably because of something, maybe because the land is close to water, or the land is fertile for farming, or they can get a lot of meat. They go there. So as time goes on, as they start procreating, they start giving birth. When other people from other places start seeing the growth in that area, people start coming into trade. People start coming into trade, and the land becomes big. It becomes a village. It becomes a town. It becomes a city. But there's something. You see, the family that first settled down in that location, it is that family. It is the descendant of that family that becomes king for life. No matter where you are, it is the family. Anybody you see that are being crowned, and they call them royal family or this, that the one that are entitled to the throne. It is their great grand, is their ancestor that settled down in that location, the first person. So it's also applicable here. That principle. My father taught me that principle. Okay, so any one of you who is the first person to initiate the service office in a location, you have upper hand, you have higher potential to succeed faster than just an ordinary partner. So if you're in any state right now, any location, and you want to, have a service office requires you to be active, to be on ground. It's not something you can't just do it haphazardly. No, it's something you have to be on ground for. It will cost you some, you have a space. All of these things that will cost you will let you know. But at the end, it is you who will be, it is your descendants. Let me just say it that way. Who will be the king in that location when it comes to TIENS to eternity. So if you are in any location right now, let us know. We'll let you know what you need privately. So Abuja will be bringing up an announcement very, 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 very soon. Expect the announcement very, very soon. And for existing partners Another announcement is coming for health camp. We'll be letting you know about the health camp once it is properly finalized. Some works have been going on the ground. A lot of you have been receiving what you need to prepare down for the camp, etc. But once we have the final, announcement to make, we'll be letting you know for the camp and for Abuja. So stay tuned, and that'll be all. Okay, so yeah.
Mrs. Zalima Adwala said, what does it take to have one, like office?
Yeah, reach out to us privately. We'll let you know what it takes to have an office. Okay, we'll let you know what you need to do, the steps and everything. Okay, so tomorrow, Thursday, next tomorrow, Friday, we'll be having our presentation day 1 and day 2. So your prospects, get them in. Those who you want them to see the opportunity, get them in. They see the presentation. If it is something that is okay for them, they sign in, they make that decision, and they continue. But don't stop prospecting. Keep your prospecting, as a continuous activity. All right. And then next week, Wednesday, same time, same station, mentorship session. You don't need to be reminded every Wednesday. And for those of you that are new, in case you don't know, we always fast every Wednesday. Just fast according to your belief, according to your faith, just to seek spiritual assistance for the business we are doing, so that we can succeed and things can go our way. We can align with God's plan for us. Okay, so every Wednesday you can fast based on your faith. There's no strict policy. You can break whatever time you want to break. You can fast for 1 hour. You can fast for 2 hours. It's based on your personal volition, your personal conviction. So every Wednesday we do that as a team. Okay. All right. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Let's take the screenshot of the attendance so that we can call it a night.
It's done, sir.
Done. All right. So, good night, everybody. I wish you well. Bye for now.